hair. My name is Ashley Vaughn, and I am a color specialist in Newport News, Virginia, and also I've been an educator for Rusk for about 2 years now. I'm excited to show you some of my favorite new products by them today. This is Olivia. She's going to be my model. As you can see, I've already done one side of her head. We went for this very 1970s in style inspired blowout look for her. Just like a nice, elegant, smoothed out look. And I achieved all of these with the products that I'm going to show you today. So I've already prepped her hair. I washed it first with the Activated Charcoal Shampoo and Conditioner by Rusk. These are really amazing for cleansing the hair without stripping the natural oils and color. So it's got the vitamin E, B3, B5, and B6 in it, along with quinoa that's going to keep it nice and strong. But it's also got activated charcoal and magnesium in it, which have been around for centuries and used to cleanse the hair. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. As you can see, her hair is nice and shiny and clean. I also went through and I prepped it using the blow dry balm. This right here is very quickly becoming my ride or die. I had a client the other day that I was saying that I was like, it's like safety first because it's a heat protectant. All of the products in this new line, actually, like all of them that I'm going to be showing you today, have a heat protectant already in them. So any of the heat that I'm using today, I have that peace of mind of knowing that it's going to be safe, it's going to be fine, and I'm going to get many uses out of my mannequin. So I already started, like I said, I already prepped her with the blowout balm. I also did the volumizing mousse, which is this one right here. This one's really cool because it gives a medium hold. If you want it lighter, you would just cocktail it with their anti-frizz serum and it'll dilute it. Or, let me get that so it's not wrapped around my mannequin anymore. If you put it in your hair while it's more dry, it'll give it more of a hold. So if you put it in more damp hair, it's gonna give it a softer hold, okay? So what I'm doing now is I'm going to go in, working horizontally. You can see I just want to create this big barrel curl. Now I'm going to show you the difference because I did this one, and you can see it's in there. It's soft. It's going to give me like a nice curl, no problem, right? But I want to show you what happens if I were to just kick it up a notch. Okay. I'm going to take this next section. I'm going to comb it. So what do we have in there so far? We've got the volumizing mousse and we've got the blowout balm. Okay. What if I take a little bit of this light hold gel? Just littlest bit. Usually I would put this in the hair when my client's about like 99% dry. I'll put it in and I'll just dry it the rest of the way. But since I want that extra strong hold, what I'm going to do, I say extra strong, it's still going to be movable, but I want it to hold while it sets that curl. I'm going to work that gel through. Make sure you put it on the ends really good. Okay. Take a little bit of my hairspray. And this is the brushable spray. All the power is in the cloud. So I'm just going to spray that from root to ends real good. Spray the underneath. All right, now watch how easy this is. Okay, so I'm gonna smooth it out first. So you can see how it has more stiffness to it now. That's fine. I'm gonna brush it out when I'm done anyway, so it's not going to stay stiff. But if it's not stiff enough while you're styling it, it's definitely not gonna last all day. Remember, we want what, 1970s hair. Look at that. Look at that hold. If I wanted to not pin this, I wouldn't have to. If I didn't put this in, look at the difference. Okay, And then I just take a duckbill clip and I pin that up. And this is gonna be my last section for back here. Actually, no, I'm gonna do one more subsection. This is gonna be my last horizontal subsection. So once again, just the littlest bit. That's all you're gonna need. And I actually don't wipe my hands off when I'm done because it's not sticky. It's not gonna make me feel, you know, like I've got anything like stuck on my hands. In fact, what I'll do instead is I just rub it in to the hair until it comes off my hands altogether. So you'll know. And if there is anything left, I just kind of rub it into my cuticles because all of the products in this have 4 key ingredients. Okay, we've got caffeine, niacinamide, Simor Hair Restore, and phytantoil. The Sim Hair Restore and the phytantoil are really amazing for keeping frizz down to a minimum and keeping hair safe from the heat. And then caffeine and the niacinamides are going to go in and give it that nice healthy shine. The caffeine is good for plumping up the cuticle, so if you want volume, caffeine is going to be your best friend. It's going to perk your hair right on up. Okay? Okay, and I like to just go through first with my flat iron, or curling iron, just to give it a first, like, smoothed look. This is going to make it easier when I go to roll it, especially because I am working on a horizontal. So that way I can get to the tail and then roll down. And if you see, I used an over elevated section because I want it to be on base by the time I'm done rolling it. If you want volume, you gotta overextend it. See, and look at how easy this is for me to go through. This would be a great thing for a client who, you know, they want to have that blowout look at home, but they don't necessarily, you know, want to spend a bunch of time on their hair, and I don't blame them. This is something that they can easily do at home. I usually tell my clients, you know, practice with the curling iron off first just to get like the motions down and all that, but these are very buildable. They're very forgiving. You don't have to stress out about like, what if I use too much and I have to rewash my hair? Like, you'd have to really make an effort to use too much, because you can see even with putting that gel in how easy this hair can move around still. And it's very brushable. Okay, get some over elevation right there. Curl the ends. There we go. And all of the products that I'm using today are also available on Rusk Pro's website. I mean, look at that perfect barrel curl. It kind of reminds me, it's like a little homage to, you know, the roller set days. My mother was actually a stylist, and she said like that was her bread and butter back in the day, was doing those roller sets, and it just kind of reminds me of that. And move her with the cords. All right, so now I'm going to get into my vertical sections. Okay, so let me start. I'm going to keep them around. Whoop, and down. That's fine. And we got more. Okay, I'm going to keep them at about 1 inch wide as well. I'm going to split this one in half just because it's basically the width of 2 sections in one. Actually, you go over there. And like I said, normally if I was doing a client's hair that wanted a more simple blowout, if they weren't, you know, wanting something that was so iconic of the 1970s. I probably would have put this in while the hair was still slightly damp, but we're gonna go for the 1970s. Bigger the hair, the closer to God kind of look. So and make sure that you are curling that tail. A lot of styles nowadays leave the tail out, or they'll have the tail stay straight. But for this, it's very important that we get that tail, because otherwise you'll get what they call fish hooks. You don't want that. Okay. And I'm just gonna basically pin that just like I did all the other ones, and I'm gonna pin that actually to the back subsection just to hold it in place. Perfect barrel curls every time. Okay, divvy this one. Get that out of the way. Okay, so we've got 2 more sections. And so one of the things that I've really enjoyed about using Rusk is just the peace of mind that I get knowing that everything that I've ever used by them, it has the idea of leave it better than how you found it. Like the hair not only is healthier, you know, healthy when I start it, but it's even healthier when when I finish. Like all of their colors are vibrant and beautiful, but they also have a lot of really conditioning factors as well, really reparative. So going in. Let me clip you. There we go. All right, and here is the last section. So this one in the front, because I really want that bang to be dramatic, I'm gonna really over direct it in the front. A little bit more in general, just a little bit. So I really wanna make sure I focus it on those ends really good. Okay, comb through that. Give it a good spray. Top and back. I really want to over exaggerate this. Like I said, what's nice is this is I have the curling iron on low and I have the heat protection from all of the products that I've used. All right, I'm gonna let that cool down. All right, look at how perfect and uniform all of these are. Okay, all right, I'm gonna start pulling these out from the back now because they should be good. Okay, we're going to get through, and I'm actually going to just take my comb, my tail comb, and I'm actually gonna use the tail end of it to kind of pick it out. And I just want to very lightly, I'm not really combing through it, I just kind of want to skim and sculpt. And you'll see as I do this, it'll build on itself. Move that up a little bit. There we go. Whoop. And once again, I'm just going to very lightly skim. And because we let it set in this curl, it's really easy now to manipulate it. It reminds me a lot of doing, like I said, like those roller sets. And that memory hold, you can really, I picked this style in particular because I feel like it really shows the potential of how much hold these products can give without feeling and looking like you have 1,000,000 pounds of product in your hair. You know, like the mousse, this isn't like the 1990s. This isn't your, you know, your big sister's hair products that, you know, were super stiff and crunchy and no. I love it's a strong hold, but a soft touch. That's what we're gonna go with. That's what these products give, a strong hold and a soft touch. These also would be really good if I wanted to do like a victory roll, like a 1940s like pinup. These are the products right here. And I'm just patiently, I'm just taking my time as I see things, just very lightly going and picking through. Look at that. And then, increase the resistance in the front. Look at that style. All right. So as you can see, this is the finished look. Look how soft and smooth. Even with all those products I put in, I can still run my fingers through her hair. And I have that peace of mind of knowing that not only is it going to stay for her all night, but her hair is going to feel amazing even the next day and the day after that. The blow dry balm actually lasts for 72 hours in the hair. And then all the other products in there combined, I know, are in doing all the good things, conditioning it. And see, now that it's shaped, I can go through and just very lightly finger comb it. Section piece it out a little bit. There we go. Finish it up. I'm going to take this side back down now that I'm done. So I can show off the two sides. And I'm going to just very lightly on the other side. This actually works out well because this side was a little bit more damp actually when I put the gel in first. So I'm actually going to show you, if you have, next day hair, this is super easy to restyle it. I just put a little bit of that hairspray in, and it does have the volume or the heat protectant in it. So second day hair, not a problem. I'm just taking really large sections. And remember how I said it's got that memory to it. Let me grab a piece. So think of this as like a little added bonus. This actually works out well to show off second day hair potential. So I just want to make sure that I did put the hairspray on first. Let that be a good heat protectant and for setting it. Look at that. Okay, so let that cool on that side. Let me just do this here. And look at that. Yes, there we go. She is ready for a disco. Yes. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this styling class with me. Please check out Rusk Pro for more information and to get your hands on these amazing styling products. I am obsessed. All right, I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much.